Hello and welcome back. Today we'll continue our discussion on the descending chord progression based on the major scale, or based on the diatonic scale. Okay? So for example, and you might have seen the first video where I started in the key of C, but in the key of G, for example, we have Billy Joel's She's Got a Way. She's got a way about her, right? I don't know what it is. And Michael Bublé's Home. You know that song Home, also in the key of G. Another summer's day has come and gone away, in Paris or Rome, and I want to go home. Right? So what are we doing there? We're starting in the key of G, right? We have that descending pattern, right? 1, or the 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, right? So G major, going to the 5 chord, which is the D, 5 over the 3, right? In the key of D we have our D, our F sharp, and our A, right? So the F sharp is the 3 of the D chord, right? And then to the 6th chord, which is the E minor, and then the left hand down to the 5, which is the D of the key of G, so it's an E minor 7. Right, so there's our descending pattern. There's the 1, there's our 7 in the key of G, there's our 6, there's our 5. Okay, so it's a 1 chord, a 5 chord, which is the D major, 6 chord, which is the E minor, and then the left hand down to the 5. And so that becomes an E minor 7, right, with the 7 on the bottom, the 7 of the E minor. Alright, so let's go back to the key of C, for example, and review what we did in our first video. So we'll have our C major down to the G over B. There's our A minor, and then A minor over G, left hand, which is our A minor 7, down to our 4 chord, which is the F, just adding the G. It's like an F2. And then a C over E, and then a D minor 7, and then a G sus. G over B, A minor over G, F, C over E, sometimes I do an F over G at the top, at the turnaround. Which is kind of a G11. It's really a G suspended chord, but in that sense, we have the 11, which is the same as the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, from the perspective of your G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is your suspended. But if we make it an F, call that an 11 because you have the 7 on the bottom, the 9 here, and then the 11 over the G. So once again, 1 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord. Left hand is descending. 1 chord. There's our 4 chord, F. 1 chord again. 2 chord. 5. F over G. A lot of times you'll say I'll add the 2 on the 9. The 2 and the 9 really is the same thing, right? So with our C major here, we have a simple C major, or you can add the 9, or the C, call it C2 or C9 right here, right? See what I do there, little hammer? Off the D, second finger, third finger to the E, and then back down. There's my G chord, but I add the A on the bottom here, which is my G2. Alright, so C9 again. F9. A nice sound there, right? Rather than the F major. There's my F major, and there's I add the 9. I'll do that hammer again, right? Alright? So there's my second finger and the third finger. Of the second and third finger, right? Of my G and A, with the C on top, right? So I strike the G and the C together with the E on the bottom. There's my G and C, then I hammer. Well, first, starting in the F rather. It's F9, right? D minor, F over G. Now let's move it up to the key of F. Important to understand the different keys, right? So in the key of F we have, of course, our F major. So F descending, there's our F, our 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, right? F is our 1, E is our 7, D is our 6, C is our 5, B flat, 4, A, 3, G, 2, G is our 2, C is our 5, and 1. So we have our F major. You can use spread voicing too if you want to do, play it like this. F on the bottom, instead of playing an F octave, bring that thumb up to the A, which is the third. Alright? So here's a F major. Right? Then the C chord with the E on the bottom, and you can spread it up here and bring it up to the G here. Alright? So here again the 1 chord, F. And then the 6 chord, which is our D minor. Is our D, and then an F here on the thumb. We're stretching this here. We're stretching our left hand. Instead of playing a D octave, we're stretching it out. So we got like the third is on the top, right? It's like a 10th, basically. 8, 9, 10. So again, the F, and then the C, which is a 5, D minor, 6 chord, and then F over the 5, B flat, there's our F over A, G minor, which is our 2, and then our C sus. See how I turned it around there? C sus. So I played basically a C in the left hand. And here's a G, a B flat, a D, and an F on top. So the F is on my suspended fourth, right? Or the 11. Right? C, D, E, F. Right? So it looks like almost like a B flat chord on top, right? A whole step below the C. A B flat, so another way to do it, play a B flat over C, and then add the G on the bottom, which is part of the C chord, right? C suspended 7th, because we have the B flat. And then I resolve the 4 to the 3, back to 1. F to the C, D minor, C, B flat, F over A, G minor, okay. Okay, so we'll just cover those 2 keys for now. Very important to move those up to different keys. Even, for example, real quick, if we go up to B flat, which is our next key, right? We're on B flat. And then, so B flat is our 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, B flat, A is our 7, G is 6, F is the 5, E flat is the 4, D, 3, C is our 2, and then 1, right? 2, 5, 1. So B flat, F over the A, E flat, right? I'm sorry, G minor, let's try that again. B flat, F over A, G minor, which is a 6, and then B flat over the 5, D flat over F, and here's our E flat, and B flat over D, which is our 1 over 3, and C minor, 7, F over A, G minor, B flat over F, E flat, the 4 chord, 1 over 3, and C minor, that's an E flat over F, right? B flat major 7 at 9. Okay, keep practicing. See you soon.